Hi guys, this is Catherine from ManicureAddict.com, and in today's video I'll be trimming my nails and reshaping them into a pointy stiletto. So these are my nails now, and as you can see they've gotten a little long, and I do have a little bit of discoloration from staining from wearing nail polish all the time, so there's no need in telling me that there's staining because I know there is. After a few months I get really bored and it's time for a change, and I've had several requests from people, from readers, wanting to see how I shape my nails. Now, about 7 months ago, almost 7 months ago, I did cut them down all the way to nubs, and after about 3 months of growth, I decided to do a stiletto. Not a lot of people like this shape, and that's okay. It's really a personal preference, and one of the main reasons why I like this shape is because for me the biggest nail breaker is the side of the nail, and when you have a pointy nail like this, if you eliminate the sides, that eliminates the biggest breaking point, for me at least. So it was just a shape I wanted to try, and I actually liked it. A lot of times when I saw it on other people, I didn't like it so much, so like I said, it's just a personal preference. So what I'm going to do first is, instead of just cutting them down like I was originally going to plan to, I am going to trim them down. And there's really no way of doing this other than just cutting them. So I'm just clipping off the tips. I'm actually going to wait to do my right hand off camera just because this will take a while. So now I've gone ahead and I've cut the tips off of the nail, and the reason why I did that is because a lot of you are going to be starting off with a square or somewhat rounded nail. So I just kind of wanted to show you. Now, it's not going to be exactly like your nail because I came from a stiletto, and I'm going back to a stiletto to show you how to do it. So now they're kind of squared a little bit, kind of like a squoval, where it's square but it's kind of rounded on the edges. So to get that pointed nail, first of all, you do have to have a little bit of length. If you don't have a little bit of length, you can't really get a pointed nail because there's nothing to point out. You want to get a file that has a little bit of grit to it so that you can remove nail, and you basically start working on the edges. You want to start getting rid of that corner, and at this point you don't have to be exact. You're just filing away the edges and kind of working towards a point. As you can notice, I'm also filing in one direction. I'm not going back and forth. Sometimes I do go back and forth depending on what I'm filing, but if I'm trying to get away, if I'm trying to remove a lot of nail, it's best to go one direction. The reason for that is when you're trying to shape your nails and you're taking away a lot of material, it's better to go slow and steady than to remove a lot. And because once you remove a lot, you can't go back. There's no putting nail that you've removed back onto there. So okay guys, this next part of the video is going to be very boring. I decided to leave it in because I do want you to see how it does take a lot of time to file it right. Feel free to skip ahead towards the end of the video if you get really bored. So there is the beginning of the shape. You can use a nail clipper to clip some of the bulk off the sides, but I wouldn't recommend it. It's better to use a file. I pretty much removed way too much nail when I did that, so definitely file. In conclusion, to achieve this stiletto shape, you're basically filing in a triangle shape from one side to the other at an angle. Once you have the point, you're then going to move to the side of the nail and rock the file back and forth. The main reason for that is you don't want your stiletto nail to look boxy, so you want to round out the sides of the nail and give it that elongated look. Well, this concludes this whole nail filing. Happy filing to you guys, and see you guys next time.